What do most mystery chronic illnesses have in common? What is it about these mystery illnesses, syndromes, and conditions that most doctors don't understand? Have you or someone that you know been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, multiple chemical sensitivities, POTS, or other chronic conditions? If so, you're probably aware of the confusing nature behind every single one. But I'm here to tell you that there is one commonality each one of these share, and that commonality can be healed. Let's get into it. As much as I could go on about this subject for hours because of how it's helped me heal my chronic illness symptoms as well as thousands of other people, I respect your time, so let's get straight into it. The common underlying issue that all of these mystery type illnesses and conditions have is an impaired limbic system, or simply put, a dysregulated nervous system. In this video, I'm going to touch on why you've never heard of this, how our limbic system becomes impaired, and ways in which you can heal it. So why have you never heard of limbic system impairment or a dysregulated nervous system being the cause of your illness? Let's get into that. Maybe you've been told by your doctor that you cannot heal your current illness and that you will be stuck with these symptoms for life. But I truly know, and know from experience, this is not true. Thank goodness nowadays we have individuals like myself coming to the forefront of these illnesses to speak the truth, to speak their stories and help others. It's not a shock that our mainstream conventional medical model will not address this as a solution. Why? Because that doesn't bring in any money. The conventional medical system is a $4 trillion system, and its success is the result of continued care for sick patients, not healed patients. So if you're wondering why this has never been brought to your attention by conventional medical professionals, it's because A, they simply are unaware as they were never taught. It's not their fault. They only practice medicine, remember. And B, the system as a whole is designed this way because, simply put, if we have hope for healing, then they go broke. Now, let's get into how our limbic systems become impaired. How does our nervous system become so dysregulated that it brings illness upon us? Limbic system impairment expresses itself via the central nervous system, which can affect our state of physical, psychological, and emotional health. Impairment can be caused from physical injury, toxic injury from chemicals or heavy metals, electromagnetic fields, radiation, bacteria, viruses, exposure to mold, emotional stress, and trauma. All of these can result in brain trauma, inducing overactivation within the deep limbic system, circuits in the brain that deal with threat, with self-protection, and with survival, and they can initiate a multiple system breakdown in the body. So simply put, the brain gets stuck in an unconscious state of chronic emergency, also known as fight or flight. That perpetuates illness and inflammation in the body, and this looks like illness. This typically involves the central nervous system, the musculoskeletal system, the respiratory system, the immune system, the digestive system, and the endocrine system. So no wonder it's a mystery as to what's going on in the body when our nervous systems are dysregulated. Symptoms can be body-wide, affecting different systems within the body, becoming a mystery to not only the person who is sick, but to all medical professionals and even close loved ones. A common thing found in individuals with these conditions is that there is a trigger that precedes the onset of illness. So whether it be multiple things leading up to it or one major trigger, it's a commonality that can't be ignored. This trigger could be abuse, trauma, a home renovation, chemical or mold exposure, head or neck injury, viral or bacterial infection, that's what it was for me, reaction to prescribed medication, and more. Now, let's get into how you can start healing your impaired limbic system and getting your nervous system out of chronic fight or flight and into a state of rest and digest, where healing can occur. Feel free to pause this video and grab a pen and paper for some notes. All right, so your environment and what you eat. It is imperative to remove toxins from your life. Your nervous system is already on high alert, so being exposed to toxins and ingesting them will make healing damn near impossible. So what does this look like? Using all natural household and beauty products, getting a good quality water filter and staying hydrated, EMF protection from wireless networks, Wi-Fi, and cell phone towers, eating non-commercialized foods, whole foods, and organic when possible, and cutting out all processed foods, drinks, and alcohol. And then getting enough sleep, making sure to be getting at least 8 hours of sleep, preferably being asleep by 10 p.m. because the hours between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. are actually the most optimal for healing and repairing the body. Getting out in nature. If your condition doesn't allow for a lot of movement at this time, I understand. But even getting the sun on your skin every day for 5 to 10 minutes can make a huge difference. So maybe go out on the balcony or just step outside for 5 to 10 minutes. You can sit down if you'd like. And then if you're able to be more mobile, go on nature walks, walking barefoot on the sand or hikes in the wood, even walking around your neighborhood. They will all help immensely. Being in nature is highly underrated when it comes to our health, so don't miss this one. Mindfulness and meditation. At this point, we have no excuses, right? Meditations and videos on how to incorporate mindfulness are all over the place, and they're free. 2 of my favorite apps for this are Insight Timer and Headspace. When it comes to healing and rewiring our brains back to health, igniting the 5 senses is extra powerful, so try incorporating more of the visualization guided imagery meditations. And then lastly, the holy grail of all tools to use when rewiring our limbic system back to health is brain retraining. You guys know it is my holy grail. It's also known as rewiring the brain or neuroplasticity. This refers to the brain's ability to adapt, change, and reorganize its structure and function in response to experiences, learning, and environmental influences. When we rewire the brain, we are creating new neural pathways or modifying existing ones in a way that alters how information is processed and transmitted within the brain. It's a fundamental process in recovering from injury or illness. It allows the brain to form new connections between neurons, our nerve cells, and strengthen existing ones, enabling it to adapt to new challenges and changes in the environment. Now, if any of this feels overwhelming to you, I want you to know I am here for you. I offer full support on this, leaving no pebbles left unturned. So if you're experiencing chronic conditions and you've had little to no support from our conventional medical system, this doesn't mean you're at a dead end. I 100% believe you have the power to heal. So if you'd like the support, I'll leave the link to a free one-on-one discovery call with me down below in the notes. If you've made it this far and you aren't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hug that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss my next video. And please let me know if you have any questions or if you'd like me to do a video on a specific topic you're interested in, because what you're interested in matters to me. It's why I do what I do as a health coach. All right, happy, healthy healing. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
So we chose the breakers, which is apparently amazing.
Once I get settled back here, we signed the lease again for 6 months.